And her management said that she was considering coming onto the platform until she looked at my channel and said, damn, why don't I have a YouTube channel like that?
Why the hell so many people are trying to tell me to slow down? Seems like motherfuckers should be shutting the hell up and enjoying the show.
Alright, winos, I hope you got your wine pulled up because we got a whole lot of shit to catch up on, okay? I've been late, all right? I've been taking a few days off because the hoe was tired and everything like that. Trying to please everybody. That's okay. I am Superwoman, even though I say I'm not, all right? We're going to be talking about Kash doll unfollowing Nicki Minaj and hanging with Cardi B, okay? We're also going to be talking about Kenya Moore and Mark Daly, okay? And why that relationship to me is going to be non-existent. I've explained this before, but we're going to go a little deeper, okay? We're also going to be talking about Monique and Candice from the Housewives of Potomac and what really happened. But first, we're going to start with comedian Monique, all right? So go ahead. I'm going to top my wine off just a little bit, all right? And pour your damn wine. All right, now, Monique is suing Netflix. For discrimination amongst African-American women. Now, I know a lot of y'all are thinking that Monique is reaching, okay? Because she has been reaching here in the past with a lot of shit she's talking about, okay? Like I said, personally, we're all in charge of our own destinations and where we want to go in life, and I just don't think it's always everybody's fault. Everybody ain't always lying on you, okay? But in this situation, I honestly think Monique has a strong-ass case, okay? Just in case you don't know, she has filed legal documents against Netflix for offering her a lower salary than what they pay either white female comedians or either black male comedians, okay? So Monique has been calling out Netflix because they offered her $500,000. Then Wanda Sykes, the comedian, came behind and said, you know what, Monique, you are right. They offered me $250,000. And so to be honest, that's even insulting to offer Wanda Sykes or Monique that kind of money. And so by Monique actually having her attorneys pull what they offered Amy Schumer, hold on here, let me get my little glasses, you know I'm getting a little old and stuff, okay? Eyes ain't working the same. Now, Netflix offered Chris Rock $40 million. They offered Amy Schumer $13 million. Ellen DeGeneres is actually in talks for $34 million. Dave Chappelle got $60 million. Eddie Murphy is actually in talks for $90 million. And Monique, a legend, okay? She's worked with everybody, all right? I would say that she's probably the biggest African-American comedian there is amongst our genre, was only offered $500,000. And meanwhile, Wanda Sykes, who has a larger audience than Monique, got $250,000. So because I am in a lawsuit myself and I know how discovery works, all they're gonna do, okay, let me tell you how Monique is going to win this. She has a very strong case. Once they get into discovery and Netflix has to hand over those contracts to actually prove that they're not discriminating upon African-American women, which we all know they probably are, and that's why we have the NAACP to, you know, filter out stuff like that. And I'm sure she's working with them as well, because a lot of these streaming companies and internet companies are not running like, you know, televised companies and people who have been in business a long time. And so Netflix is going to have to comply. And I guarantee you, once they start pulling those contracts, and then when they actually compare Monique's resume to somebody like Amy Schumer or other comedians in her genre, I best believe there's going to be a quiet ass settlement. And if there's not a quiet settlement, we're going to see Monique with her own Netflix special. And we're going to understand that, yes, Netflix realized that they asses was going to lose this. And so either they're going to grant her the special and pay her what she's worth, which I honestly think Monique just wants to do comedy. She don't want any of the other extra shit. And so, yep, I think Monique has found a way for her husband to not have to go out and get a job, because we've seen him crying and acting like a baby on all her damn radio shows and shit like that, instead of being a man and going out to get a job, because he can't get his wife jobs at all because she's difficult to work with. That's what they say. And so I honestly think that Monique has found a way to pay her back taxes, and Netflix is going to have to pay up, okay? That's what it is, all right? Moving on. All right, now on to comedian and actor Owen Wilson. Now, he's recently been blasted by his on and off girlfriend, Veroni V, for financially supporting their 1-year-old daughter, but he's never even seen the little girl, okay? Now, I've seen her. She's a pretty little girl. I think every daughter deserves a father, especially when their father is the first example of what a man is supposed to do. And unfortunately, her daddy is showing her that men ain't shit already, okay? Now, I just think it's funny that the baby mother would come out to state that a man is financially supporting her daughter, but he's not actually in the daughter's life. But she didn't give us no details, okay? And to be honest with me, I have yet to hear any man taking care of a child financially, but he's not there for her at all, which led me to believe that Veruni V, or whatever the baby mama's name is, ain't telling us the whole truth at all. I personally think, not that I'm taking up for Owen, okay, because I don't believe in that shit, all right? If you're going to lay down and make a baby with a woman, if you have the ability to financially support the little girl, you could take her to get some ice cream and show her a few things so she won't be out here getting dogged out by men like her daddy, okay? That's exactly what he's doing, okay? Because she's gonna receive what he's giving her from another man. Best believe that. But anyway, I just personally think that Veruni V is not telling us the whole truth at all. And reason being, okay, is because I personally think Owen just don't fuck with her mama. Okay, now everybody has had or known somebody that's like this. Okay, I know somebody that's like this in my family. Okay, that person, now this happens to be a woman, had a baby with a man. Okay, she fell in love with the man. The man had another woman pregnant. Okay, but the man chose the other woman over her. So when that woman found out, it crushed her. It broke her heart. Meanwhile, she's pregnant. Okay, and so she has this baby with this man that looks exactly like the man, okay? And so as a result, the child suffers because the mother can't stand the damn man. And I personally think, because Veruni V didn't give us no details, she just made it seem like, how could he financially support her but not see her? Because he don't like your ass, okay? And let's just be honest, all right? I understand he's not out here trying to get Damon Dash, and we're going to talk about him next, all right? And get them, them people to come after his goddamn check, because he know that you can take his ass to the cleaners like that, and it will affect his acting career. So he's trying to keep that all secure and good. But at the same time, I know honestly women in her position, and they will make it so hard for men to even want to come in their space or be around them. So, and honestly, I think that he's probably going to connect with the girl when she gets older, simply because he can't stand her damn mammy, okay? He probably thinks she putting roots on him, probably messing up his checks, messing up this, here, and that. And so he's just going to stay away until the little girl is old enough to come see him on his own, so he ain't got to deal with her mama at all, okay? And vice versa. Women do that shit too. Punish their kids because they don't like the man. All right, now on to the Housewives of Potomac, okay? We're going to be talking about Miss Candice Dillard and Monique Samuels. Now, Monique has been itching to drag Candice's ass for a pretty long time, but her pregnancy has stopped her. And I'm shocked that Candice actually had the audacity, okay? Now, it was said, All About the T.com reported all of this and has the police report. I'm going to link that link below so that you can go look at the police report and see what in the hell happened. Now, Candice, after taunting Monique, ever since Monique had befriended, her enemy, Ashley Darby, Ashley Darby that's married to that old white man with the shingles and shit, and he like to grab on men's asses and stuff like that. That Ashley Darby, okay? We've been watching this whole thing unfold. Now, Candice had the audacity, and I can't stand bitches like this at all, okay? They talk shit when they know that you cannot defend yourself. You remember this clip here between Candice and Monique? And she tried Monique when she was pregnant, asking her to drag her, but Monique couldn't do it. Let me rewind that for you before I make my point here.
I'm talking to you. Walk away. I was drag you pregnant and all. Drag me, Monique. Drag me, Monique.
And so when Candice finally got her moment and actually thought for a second that she was going to throw a drink in this woman's face without this woman dragging her across the floor, and that's exactly what happened when you read the police report. It is linked, okay? All About the T.com gave me this whole story. And so all this time, Candice was calling for Monique, okay? And Monique answered universally, because I'm a firm believer, what you put out, what you ask for, the universe will grant you, okay? If you don't believe me, listen to Abraham Hicks. She'll tell you how to bring that shit into your vortex and everything. And so Candice called for that ass whooping that Monique couldn't give her because she was with child. And then when she got her, she had the audacity, I can't stand bitches like this, had the audacity to run her ass down to the courthouse to file charges on this woman for beating the ass that she asked her to beat, okay, when she couldn't do it when she was pregnant. And so All About the T.com actually reported that this actually happened on set, and no police were around when when Candice threw the drink and got her ass whooped by Monique. And so now that the world is going to see Candice finally get her ass dragged as Monique was trying to do, but she was pregnant and they wouldn't let her do it. And if I was Monique, I would be real petty. I would sue the bitch, okay? When she put me under that stress while I was pregnant, I would have hit her ass with some papers back then. But no, she waited to give her exactly what she was calling for her to do. And once she did that, she threw a drink in this woman's face and expected not to be dragged and got dragged. And then she gonna run her ass down to the police department to file a police report on some shit she started. All because the world is going to see her finally get that ass whooping. I'm so glad that Monique dragged her ass and I'm gonna be here to see it live when they feature the shit on the Housewives of Potomac, okay? And so I'm gonna keep you updated on just that. Oh, and I just want to let you know, too, that after Candice, after this whole thing was filmed, no police was around, you know, the camera crew had security guards and, you know, production company or whatever. Candice goes to file a police report, and then Monique decides to say, okay, you want to be petty, I'm going to file a police report on your ass, too. I don't understand why Candice thought she was going to actually get away with throwing a drink in this woman's face and not get her ass beat. I don't know how she expected Monique to react, but now she's going to go down there and file charges and got hit right back, okay? And everything is below in the description box, all about the tea, laid out all the damn reports, okay? I can't put it up here because they trying to hit people for privacy acts and shit. That's a whole police report, all right? I'm going to keep you updated. All right, now, winos, before we move on, we do have some sponsors that we have to brag about, which means boldly raise a damn glass to. The olive leaf extract can help detox your body in just 7 days. It's like magic, but better because it's real and it gives real results. And I know this because I personally use it. The olive leaf extract can help lower your blood pressure, clear eczema, and fight against autoimmune diseases and so much more. Now, I want you to do something good for your health and just visit their website at www.myoliveleaf.biz. The link is located below in the description box as well as in the comments. All right, winos, now before we move on to Kash Doll versus Nicki Minaj and Damon Dash, I want to let you know what is in my damn glass. Didn't that rhyme? Oh my God, I could be a rapper and shit. Wait till we get to our Kash Doll segment, all right? Now, today I am drinking the Alamos. This is a Malbec. I actually love Malbecs. For those of you guys that are not red wine drinkers, this is the wine that I want you to start off with. It doesn't have to necessarily be the Alamos, but the Malbec because it's very light, okay? It's not strong and earthy like a lot of red wines. This one is honestly mild. It's light and it's refreshing. And in this bottle, you taste flavors of dark cherry as well as blackberry. This was grown in Argentina. And honestly, this wine could be paired with grilled meats as well as some nice grilled vegetables, okay? I'm telling you, it's light. It will really bring out the flavors in a nice red steak, okay? That's if you eat meat, all right? I don't discriminate around here, okay? All right, now don't forget to drink responsibly. I am not responsible for any of y'all asses drinking and driving watching this damn show, okay? Now moving on to Damon Dash, okay? Don't he look spiffy out here telling these reporters out because they took his ass in handcuffs for not paying $400,000 worth of back child support? He look good in his Burlington Coat Factory coat. Look at him.
Father narrative always outspoken. When the president owes money, it don't mean shit. He gets elected, right? When I'm a businessman, I'm independent. I cut checks, and I make sure everyone knows before I do. But y'all don't talk about that. And that's what I want to know. Because I'm black. A black man can't take care of other people that are looking broke or independent. I gotta look like I'm locked up. You understand what I'm saying? I want to turn myself in. With money, I already paid it, and I still walk in with her. And I look good though, so it doesn't matter. Fucking bastard. When Danny want me some money. Hear that shit? Oh, let's go. Got locked up for a quick second, did a short bid, little meatball ball skid bid. I'm out, warrant free, so you know, trying to handle my business. All problems get lined up so I can shut them down. Now I'm gonna rock out, turn to Billy Pablo, and do my 1-2 on the rock and roll side tomorrow to deal with these depositions.
And his Uber XL. He paid me $44 for that damn car. That wasn't his damn truck. Everybody can look good with $20 extra on Uber, okay? All right, now Damon thought he was slick. He honestly thought that he did not have to pay his ex-wife's child support. Now let me tell you, okay? He thought he outsmarted them, but they came back on his ass. And that's the reason why he's mad that he took his ass into the courthouse in handcuffs, because he thought he was going to get one up on the judicial system, okay? But they let him know you are still black. It don't matter if you got kids with white women or whatever, okay? Now listen. Now, I don't think that Damon Dash is broke at all. I think he's just trying to stay afloat. And if he actually has to pay everybody, meaning taxes, child support, bills like that, then he would be broke. I think he's pulling a 50 Cent, okay? Now, it was reported in court documents when they did come after, it was some type of lawsuit that he was in. I can't remember if it was this or something else. Don't quote me on that. But he actually said that the only income that he has coming in was the income that Lee Daniels had agreed to pay him after he walked up on Lee while he was in church and said, you need to give me my money, okay? And Lee ended up paying up when social media got in that ass, okay? Because they was gonna come for that damn show, okay? Now, and so the reason Damon is mad that they're taking his ass into the courthouse in cuffs and he think it's because he's a black man, it's not, okay? He honestly thought because he married these women and had children with them and he actually invested in their companies that are doing good right now. I think Rachel Roy had a clothing business and the other baby mama had something I can't remember. So he thought because he was an investor in their companies and their companies are still making money according to him and his weed habit, okay? Because I don't think he really looked at the bottom line. He basically said, don't give me the profits because I'm an investor. You owe me profits. Keep it for the kids. And so they asses got slick like most women do, okay? They moved the numbers around some and said, you know what? We ain't got no damn profits. And so this is what you owe us. And so since we ain't cutting you no check because our business is not making no money, investment or not, you still have to pay up. And so they still got a check on the back end after he invested all the money that he made off of Jay-Z and was not able to go back and get that kind of money again, because I don't care what nobody has said. He has never been that guy ever since he separated from Jay-Z. I don't know what happened between him and Jay-Z, but Dame Dash went off the deep end while Jay-Z went to have lunch in the damn sky with Warren Buffett, okay? The shit is not the same. And I don't understand how you're going to claim that you're a black consciousness, but you still can't seem to get your ass off these damn child support papers. And so those women showed his Burlington coat factory wearing ass something, okay? That you are going to wear that coat because your ass is going to use all of your money to pay the child support that you were trying not to pay. And so bottom line, I don't want Damon Dash trying to educate me or us on shit if he can't take care of his own business and keep his dumb ass out of jail for some shit that he can damn prevent, okay? Moving on. All right, now on to Kash Doll calling herself trying to blast Nicki Minaj and claiming that she unfollowed her, okay? Now, just in case y'all haven't been following this story, you probably have, okay? Because she's made it very public, although I don't think she needed to. You know what? Let her tell you, okay?
Why I unfollowed Nicki? I unfollowed Nicki 2 weeks ago because when y'all was dragging me for whatever the fuck y'all was dragging me for and I told y'all to leave my name out y'all mouth, she came in my DM talking crazy. And I unfollowed her ass and told her she was delusional, just like y'all motherfuckers. If you trying to eat, I got people I gotta feed. That's the least of my concern. I don't want to be for nobody. That's why me and Cardi came together and showed you this is unity. Stop putting me up against I'm trying to beef. And I'm still gonna like Nicki Minaj. But she just came at me sideways, so I motherfucking unfollowed her. I'm human. The fuck? Shit. And I don't be trying to put that shit out there to make people look bad. You know, I ain't screenshot and posted and no shit. If I wanted some clout, I could have did that. Leave me the fuck alone.
Now, first of all, I guess she felt the need to say something after she was out hanging with Cardi B and Fat Joe. Yeah, she's now with the Remy Ma, Cardi B, and the Fat Joe features for the rest of her life, okay? Kash Doll has never been that girl. I was a fan of her last album. I think it was an amazing album, but I just don't think she has the voice for rap, meaning her voice is not dominant enough, okay? My staff was saying that she would sound like Rashida and shit, and when you put them side by side, yeah, you do really hear Rashida, the boss chick, okay? It's not something that a woman can gravitate to, okay? Nicki Minaj has a very strong, dominant voice. Cardi B has a very raspy, strong, dominant voice. Lil' Kim had that deep voice, and that's what really sold them, because nobody wants to listen to a soft-spoken rapper, especially when rap is dominated by men. Now, although I think Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's personalities are quite similar, one just does theirs behind the scene while the other is very public. Now, character is a very different thing. I'm talking about personalities, okay? Not character. Cardi B's character is just way off the charts. Too raw, Doll, too fucked up for me, all right? Now, after seeing Cash Doll and Cardi B hang out, it should have just been left at that, okay? Now, of course, the Barbs, you know they're gonna get in it. Barty Gang, the Barbs, even Cash Doll's minions, okay? Everybody's gonna have something to say. That's what they do, okay? And Cash Doll has been in this business long enough to realize that fans start drama, okay? But instead, because her last album didn't do so well, even though I think it was an amazing album, I just don't think it just had enough oomph to it, okay? It didn't make me feel hard. It didn't make me want to own it. You know what I'm saying? She just doesn't have that type of voice. I just think because her album didn't do so well and now she's linked up with Cardi, and you know, her and Cardi fell out over a song some time ago. She claims, of course you heard in the video, that they've made up, and so she's never wanted to beef with Nicki, but honestly, she's always wanted to work with Nicki, and being that Nicki has never granted her that feature, I don't think she's deserving of that feature because she's never had a hit song. Even though Nicki has worked with people that hasn't had hit songs, I just think Cash Doll's voice just wasn't hitting, okay? It was never gonna get a hit. And so by Cash Doll trying to verbalize and make this beef public that wasn't public, because Nicki stepped to her like a woman in the DM, as she stated, she said that Nicki was talking crazy to her in the DM, so she decided to unfollow her. But Nicki Minaj still follows Cash Doll, which means Nicki Minaj was trying to handle this as grown women do. But now that Cash Doll's old ass is hanging with young ratchet ass Cardi B, she's trying to make herself more controversial as if it's going to help those album sales, but it's not, okay? It's talent, it's having a commanding voice, it's owning your space, and I just don't think Cash Doll has done that over the years, and that's the reason she's not winning. And so while you're trying to beg for a feature from somebody that doesn't have to give you anything if your business model doesn't match theirs, and it honestly seems that's the reason why she's frustrated with Nicki Minaj, because she's tweeted this, as you can see, you can read it for yourself. She says, I want to work with Nicki, but y'all keep messing it up for me, because Nicki does, to be honest with you, listens to her barbs, okay? Just as Cardi listens to her Barty Gang, and I listen to my damn winos, because y'all be putting us on gang, and we do realize that y'all are here for the mess, but Cash Doll has never been about that. So all of a sudden now, she's stating beefs online and trying to be that controversial girl that has been selling records for Cardi B and Nicki Minaj for a long time. Even though Nicki Minaj has never really been controversial, she's always just made sure that her music and whoever she features with is on point and has that clout. But Cash Doll hasn't done that, okay? She's put more time into that big ass that she has, and meanwhile, her knees and ankles have to be hurting, okay? I don't care anybody with that size ass, I know her knees and her ankles is shaking, okay? Especially when she wears heels. Hell, I can't even damn bend over straight because of my big ass titties. And so, meanwhile, she's invested all this time in an ass that is not selling records. I'm not surprised that Nicki Minaj is not fucking with her ass, but I can respect that Nicki did approach her like a grown woman instead of bringing this to social media, and she still has yet to bring it to social media. And so Cash Doll saying that she did not talk about Nicki Minaj to Cardi B, yes she did, because Cash Doll has never loaded up her Instagram to even announce a beef with anybody and then try to backtrack and renege and say that she still got love for it. Either you got love for her or you fucking don't. Stand by your shit, and that's why her records are not selling, because she does not have that dominant voice. She doesn't own her space, just like she ain't owning that she's always had a problem with Nicki for not working with her, okay? Moving on. All right, now before we move on to Miss Alexis Sky's lying ass, according to her management, and Kenya Moore's fake ass relationship, I think it's personally fake, and the reason is, I'll tell you in just a second. We have some sponsors that we have to brag about, which means boldly raise a damn glass to. Go ahead, sip your wine. Visit EmbracePangea.com to treat your intimate areas with the products it deserves. The Pangea wash is made from honeysuckle and rose essential oils, is 100% natural, and doesn't dry you out down there. Don't douche, just in case your mama ain't never tell you that, because that's nasty, okay?
Oh, that's nasty.
Embrace Pangea wash instead and leave you and your yoni feeling clean, fresh, and with a balanced pH. EmbracePangea.com is where you can explore all of these wonderful vegan and plant-based products. Use the promotional code TASHAK for 10% off your first order at checkout. All right, now on to Alexis Sky. Now, I do want to say before I start this commentary, even though it ain't got nothing to do with her baby, will y'all please leave her child alone, okay? Her child has a legit disability. Y'all shouldn't worry about who the baby daddy is anyway, okay? The only thing that matters is that that child has a decent, quality of life, okay? I read the comments and I'm not here for that, okay? But I am here for dragging her ass, all right? Now we're about to move on to Alexis Scott. Now, do y'all know that there's this whole sex trafficking like hashtag and movement on social media? They're warning girls about being sex trafficked and things like that. And so Alexis Scott actually posted this video of her sharing some details, not even really details. She basically just said this, okay? Y'all listen to it, okay?
Hey guys, it's Alexis. I really just wanted to make this video today because I just got home. I've been traveling for the past 3 weeks and I live in Atlanta, for those that do not know. And I heard there's a lot of crazy things going on. People are getting killed, people are getting kidnapped. There's a lot of human trafficking going on. And it's been really sitting on my heart all night to really make this video and really let you guys know that it is not okay to be by yourself. I'm a victim of human trafficking. If you did not know, now you know. And I really feel like, ladies, if you're not with your friends, if you're not with your family, do not go anywhere by yourself, especially in Atlanta, all over the world, Cali, but it's really, really heavy in Atlanta. And I really just feel like you guys need to watch your surroundings and have mace on you, have a taser on you. If you have to have a gun, just do whatever you need to do to protect yourself because it is really serious. It's the scariest feeling in the world. And yeah, so I just really wanted to make this video because I don't think it's okay and this has to stop.
Now, I want you guys to know that after that video went public, this has nothing to do with me. It's honestly her management blasting her ass. I just think it's funny. I reached out to Alexis Scott to get her story, okay? And her management said that she was considering coming onto the platform until she looked at my channel and said, damn, why don't I have a YouTube channel like that? So she decided to revamp her YouTube channel into entertainment news, okay? This is what her management said. Her management said also this, okay? Hold on. Because it's a lie. They say that she's actually a clout chaser and they don't believe the sex trafficking story. Now, granted, she has fired this publicist company as well as her management company, and she's trying to start a management company and a publicist company on her own after firing them. I guess because she got the knowledge and thought that I can do this myself, but you can't, okay? You cannot do what they can do, okay? You are an ass model and a mother. That's what you need to stick to. But anyway, okay? So her publicist, who is no longer working for her, I believe he quit after he saw that Alexis Scott was trying to do everything, okay? I hate people like that. That's why a lot of black businesses really don't take off because they think that they can do everything. They think they can fry the fish and take the order and bag it up and take the phone calls at the same time. No, okay? You open a business, you hire people to help you, all right? That's the only way you're going to be successful, okay? You can't do this all on your own. But anyway, okay? All right, Alexis, I hope you're listening because I know you are. Her publicist tells my team member, Chelsea Alana, this, okay? He says that she's a clout chaser and he doesn't think the sex trafficking story is real at all, okay? Because they tried to get details and she wouldn't even go into details when they asked her, okay? She just said that she was going to start her own channel with entertainment news and tell her story on there, which she has the right to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, but when, you know, people around you are basically stating that they've never heard this story before and all of a sudden you did this for social media follows, then we got the question because now you're using anything to get likes up and this is a very serious subject, okay? And so I'm not fucking with you if you lying about this. I know she's probably going to come out with a video now and talk about it, all right? Now, anyway, okay, her publicist also said that she's extremely jealous of the other women and want the positive attention they receive for being businesswomen, okay? Inspirational stories, moguls, and because of that, she's always trying to copy everything that someone else is doing, okay? She started her own cocoa line, not really sure what that sells, okay? Even after Masika, Fetty Wap's baby mother, started her own skincare and hair care line named after her daughter, okay? Of course, she was asked to come on my platform. She said, no, I'm gonna go to my platform and tell the story, although she's never shared this story with anybody in her circle. It was the first they heard about it when she put the video up saying that she's been sex trafficked. I personally think she lied just to kind of get y'all talking about her because who's talking about Alexis Scott today? And for what reason? I don't know, okay? And then she's using that baby for sympathy, but y'all need to stop talking about that baby. That baby has a legit disability. But anyway, the publicist also says that even after her hairstylist, okay, Arrogant Tay started his own YouTube channel and thanked Alexis for helping him promote his own channel. Within 12 hours, she started to promote her own platform that she hasn't touched in months, okay? Because the last time I seen Alexis Scott on YouTube, that was when she had that music video or some song she was doing. I mean, it was an okay song, but I thought she was really going to pursue it. So yes, being that said, I think she's really trying to just copy and trying to keep herself relevant out here. But if she's going to use a story about being sex trafficked and that's not true. Alexis, we're gonna drag your ass old school style, okay? I don't appreciate you lying about that to get sympathy and keep your checkup, okay? You got Medicaid taking care of that baby, even though the baby daddy ain't taking care of that baby. And so your ass just need to get out here and really work and use your skills at what you're good at, okay? Which is making drinks and being a bartender naked, okay? Moving on. All right, now on to Kenya Moore and Mr. Mark Daly. Boy, do I feel sorry for that man there. Now, at first, I was here for the couple. I really thought Kenya had found love, okay? Now, all about the tea. I'm not going to tell you what she told me, but she's working on some shit, okay, that she's going to premiere. I'm not sure when or when she's going to get the information, but she's got a bombshell she's trying to dig up, okay? Don't quote me on that. I'm just trying to put a bug out and plug my homegirl. Hey, Monica. Now, I know y'all caught the scene between her and Mark Daly on The Housewives of Atlanta that aired this past Sunday.
Everybody's asking you to bring Soko here, your restaurant.
Yeah, they've been asking.
Because they ask me every time I look around.
I got to figure that out. I got to scout the area and find out an area that works.
So what do you think? You think you might?
What's the matter with you? What you talking about?
Todd probably can
Yeah.
show you around maybe.
I love when you look at me like that. Show me again. Look at that smile. Show me that smile.
You know what I like about having you here? I love that, you know, you can relax and be with your family.
And have breakfast with no eggs?
You know, listen, more than anything, we have love, so, right?
Right, baby?
Yeah.
Cutie pie.
And we have cutie pie. If Mark had a restaurant in Atlanta, I think it would solve half our problems. Will he be home every night? Yes. I think it's a matter of who's gonna get daddy first.
Now, I know a lot of y'all think that this video was actually staged, and it's probably cut to make it look like Kenya and Mark was actually not on good terms, but they really aren't, okay? Especially when I heard, oh girl asked her husband if he loved her baby more than he loved her. Now, I got something to say to Kenya, okay? Because honestly, here's what I think. I'm a firm believer in this. I know it's probably gonna offend a lot of y'all, but she went through a lot to have a baby, okay? Which she went to a fertility clinic. I get it. We have ways now where people can have kids if they can't conceive naturally, okay? And so there are options out there. And so I think she desperately wanted to get married. She desperately wanted to have a baby. And so she got a baby by any means necessary. And so the reason I think Kenya was not granted a child until she was 60 years old was because I don't think God wanted her to have one, because I personally think that Kenya is not maternal. That shit is all for show, okay? What y'all are saying? Because no real mother would ask. Now, I know a lot of y'all can go biblical and say that the Bible say this, okay? I just had this debate with Jasmine over here in my staff, okay? But I'm going to say this, okay? No mother who actually has children would dare ask their husband if they in fact love their kids more than they love their wife, okay? Because that screams, oh, you're jealous of the relationship that he has with the child. And so being that Kenya asked that, I don't think that Kenya was granted the maternal instincts that women naturally have simply because her mother was not there for her and just left and abandoned her. And so I won't be surprised at all if Kenya is sort of jealous of her daughter because she wants that type of relationship and has always longed for that type of relationship with a husband, with an equal partner. But let me tell you something about Mark, okay? Mark is a blue collar guy, okay? Meaning he has worked for everything that he's had. He's never had television or a personality to give him everything that he has. He doesn't have looks, okay? He's not that kind of guy. Yeah, he's light-skinned. He got some nice hair and stuff like that. But looks has never gotten a black man anywhere in life unless they were messing with the Kardashian. Now, let me say this. And so when I look at the type of guy that Mark is, especially watching the show, he doesn't like the cameras. If the cameras aren't there, he still has to go work in his restaurant. Now, I have been in the restaurant industry before I started blogging on and off for 20 years. And let me tell you, owning a restaurant and managing a restaurant or even working in a restaurant, you do not have the same lifestyle as someone working a 9-to-5 job, because restaurants never damn close. They're open almost 7 days a week unless you're working for Chick-fil-A or something like that. And being that he owns it, he has to be there. If a manager calls out, he has to be there, okay? If he's short-staffed, he has to wait on the tables. I've seen owners do this. I've been in the industry for so long that I understand understand if Mark cannot be there for Kenya and Kenya cannot understand that, Mark is going to put his restaurant first, because at the end of the day, that's how he feeds his daughter. That's how he feeds himself. And from my understanding, he does have another family. I don't know how true that is. Like, he's been married before and has done this, but this man has a lot to lose, while Kenya can just use her personality and her looks to carry on television. Meanwhile, this TV could cause him to have or to gain a bad reputation. And at the end of the day, he has to feed his family. And so if he can't be there all the time for Kenya back and forth to Atlanta, I'm sure he only gets like 1 or 2 days off, if that. Okay. If he owns the restaurant, he's going to be there all day. We remember what happened between Cynthia and Peter. Okay. Peter had to run bar one. He was gone all the time, because honestly, when you own a restaurant or run a restaurant, that shit never stops, especially if it turns into a nightclub. And I don't know how Mark's restaurant is actually running. I just know from having that experience and working in the restaurant industry, you are not the average dad. You don't get Thanksgiving off. You don't get Christmas off, because your ass got to work the day after, because people are going to be out shopping and they're going to want to eat. Okay. And so if Kenya cannot understand that this is this man's lifestyle and he doesn't have television to pay his bills, and he's not going to gravitate towards that, which she's trying to make him, I honestly think that she thought that Mark was going to gravitate towards TV and build his career there. But at the end of the day, he has 2 families to feed and kids that he's going to have to be there for the rest of his life, whether it works out with Kenya or not, because Kenya doesn't understand what it's like, because she's always been that beauty girl and has used her looks to get ahead. He's had to work, okay, and provide. And she's not going to get that, because she's used to dating bum-ass men who live off of her. Now, before we move on to our happy hour segment, a segment that's all about the winos, you guys actually get to write in. I answer your personal questions on air live, okay? We're real with y'all, okay? Including the winos. We will drag ass if you need dragging, and we will inspire you if you need inspiration, okay? We have some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a damn glass to. To all of Dr. Sebi's followers, I've got something for y'all. You all are going to discover the untold and never before heard story of one of the most important healers of our time in Abelardo Guerrero Jr.'s book, his right-hand man, titled My Journey with Dr. Sebi. Visit www.drsebibook504.com to order your copy now. All right, now I got my glasses on. Let me sip my last sip of wine here. As I ain't trying to be too messed up while trying to give y'all damn sound advice, okay? Even though drunks do give the best advice. I ain't trying to be that drunk, all right? Now, we do have an anonymous wino writing in, all right? And she goes, hey, Tasha. Let me start out by saying that I love your show and I watch it every Friday, okay? I appreciate that, but we are on more than Fridays, okay? I am back. My baby is born, okay? I'm trying to get these hormones out of my system and get back to myself, okay? But we're doing it. Anyway, she goes, my boyfriend, who's 33, and I am 28, have been together a little over 2 years and have a son together. Our relationship started off pretty fast, okay? After our first date, we spent every day with each other since, okay? We were in love within a few months of being together and pregnant shortly after. Despite the quick romance and early pregnancy, we have a great relationship. We are best friends. We talk to each other about everything, and the sex life is good. I like that, girl, okay? But here's my issue. There's always one, okay? Nobody ain't never satisfied with nothing, all right? She goes, but here's my issue. After 2 years of dating, I brought up the idea of marriage to him, and if he could see us getting married within the next year or 2. His response was very disappointing. He told me that although he was warmed up to the idea of marriage, he isn't 100% sure he wants to take that step, and that marriage isn't something we should rush into. He assured me that he loves me, but he also says that there are times when we argue about once a month, which every couple does. He wonders if he wants to deal with this for the rest of his life. Every man does, okay? If they don't like no nagging ass woman, but we gotta drag their ass every now and then, okay? She also goes on to say, I love this man and we already have a family, so I would like to solidify our union and get some true commitment between us. My question is, does it sound like my boyfriend has commitment issues? Am I tripping for expecting marriage after 2 years, or are my feelings justified in feeling like if he doesn't know by now, then maybe I'm not for him? Please help. I'm tired of thinking about this and I really want to move forward with whatever decision I choose. Okay, I appreciate you writing in. It's a very good question, but honestly, I think that you know the answer to your question, but your ass is just impatient, okay? You said that your relationship is great. If it's great, that's fine, okay? And I like that you guys have great communication. I like that you said that you're best friends, but to be honest with you, you guys moved too fast, okay? Some men can move fast, they can jump in it, they can marry you, they can deal with all of that. But being that he's so young and you're young, and you guys have been dealing with a pregnancy and a new baby the entire time you've been together, I personally think that you guys don't know each other as much as you think, okay? And the reason he's having reservations, in my opinion, is because he realized that you guys did move too fast, and I commend him for that, okay? Now, if you're trying to use the fact that you guys have a baby together as a way to get married, yes, I mean, that could be a great thing. I mean, a lot of people do get married just to make sure that the baby, just in case something happens, you're able to make decisions on behalf of the baby and for the welfare of the child. You know how they do this. It's all political, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, and so here's what I think, okay? I'm gonna share some personal information with you, okay? I met my husband in February, okay? We were married by July. We were pregnant in July. I think I was already pregnant, okay, before we got married. I just found out after we got married because the way my baby came. And let me tell you, because we were already married, that was the only thing that saved our relationship. Because let me tell you, it went from roses all the way into hormones, okay? I was mean, then we had a baby, I wasn't getting sleep, and so that was added on top of it, and so I was just a bitch, okay? He was working all the time, but we managed to save our family simply because we were married. Now, what you did in this case is you allowed him to do everything with you without marrying you, so he has no obligation to you. He really doesn't owe you anything, and it's just like, why pay for the cow if you can get the milk for free? I mean, it's the oldest saying in the book, and so I personally think that you guys have moved too fast. I think you do need to take your time. And just because you have a child with somebody does not obligate them to marry you. I do think personally marriage is based off of the happiness that you share with the person and not based off of y'all having a kid, because a lot of women will have a baby just to keep a man. But I don't think this is what you did in this case. I think you honestly just allowed yourself to get pregnant. Yes, I'm old school. You open your legs to a man, he gets you pregnant, that's your baby, okay? There's two things that a woman will do alone, and that's raise a baby and damn die. And I know you're saying that it's been 2 years, but it's honestly been 2 years of you being pregnant and y'all getting used to having a baby, okay? Because that gets in the way. Y'all probably not having, even though your sex is good, you can't tell me that you're having sex all the time because you have a toddler around the house, and toddlers make you tired. Trust me, I know, okay? I've had two, okay? I got one right now. And so I can understand if you've been with this man for 10 years and he's not even thought about marrying you, and when you bring it up, he's hesitant. But honestly, it's been 2 years. Give it a couple of more years. And if he's not there yet, then you have to really examine if this is the type of situation that you want to be in for the rest of your life. And if you don't, you're going to quietly make an exit, okay? But don't make no more babies at all until this man is willing to commit to you, okay? Now, if you think you're going to keep having babies because you keep shacking up with a man that's not married with you, that's not going to keep his ass at all, okay? Because if he ain't married you now, he definitely ain't going to marry you then, because it's just going to add more problems on top of the problems that you already have, okay, that you probably not telling me about. So I think you guys just need to take your time, give him some time, let him adjust to being a family man. He's only 33. Men don't really start talking about marriage until they damn 40s, okay? Hell, I managed to snag my husband at 26 years old because I had that shit like that, okay? I had it just like that. A lot of women ain't got it like that. I get that, but that was just me. I wasn't finna lay down and had no babies with no man unless I had a goddamn ring. Okay. And so, girl, just work on raising that baby with him, getting to know him a little more. And around year 5, then you can entertain the idea of getting married. Okay. Because marriage ain't going to do nothing but amplify your problems. It's not going to get rid of them at all. Okay. And allow him to make that adjustment on his own, because honestly, men really want to be financially ready. And if you guys have a kid together and he doesn't feel that he's already there, a lot of men like to do it right. So give him time. Okay. Let him do it right. Let him buy you the nice ring. Let him give you the nice wedding, because honestly, that shit is really expensive, okay? And if he's really trying to do it right and he's really thinking about taking that step with you, but he just wants to make sure that all the money he's gonna put into you isn't being wasted because The moment y'all get into an argument, y'all are gonna break up. Most men honestly want to be married for a lifetime, but they just can't take the nagging, okay? And he just doesn't want to take that step until he can deal with your nagging for the rest of his damn life, okay? You ain't gotta stop nagging. He just has to get used to it, okay? Good luck. All right, winos. Now, she also needs some extra advice in the comments, okay? So please feel free to leave your thoughts for her below, because you know this wine was damn kicking in just in case I didn't hit everything, okay? And for those of y'all that want to be a part of Happy Hour, please feel free to send me an email via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com, and I'll let you know if your question has made the channel, okay? Now, with that being said, we do have another sponsor that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a damn glass to. And honestly, that is Carmarshal. For those of y'all that are looking for a car in your zip code, please use Carmarshal first, okay? The link is below in the description box, as well as in the comments of this video. You're gonna visit the link, you're gonna put in your zip code, and let Carmarshal do the car shopping for you, okay? Please use them first. Thank you all so much for watching. Woo! I'm tired as hell. Sorry it took me so long to bring y'all some wine. I've been off my game this week, but I am quickly getting back on it, okay? We will be here for Fuckery Friday tomorrow, okay? So y'all need to tune in, all right? Get your wine. We got a lot of stuff to discuss. For those of y'all that want to know what I'm drinking, I'm actually drinking the Alamos, which is a Malbec. I love this varietal. It's a very easygoing wine for those of y'all that are trying to try a red wine. Nothing sweet. I don't believe in them damn high sugary diabetic wines and stuff like this. This one tastes real nice, okay? It tastes just like herbs in a glass and shit. And please drink responsibly, okay? Thank you all so much for watching. Woo! If you like this video, subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at UNWINEWITHTASHAK. If you have tips on your favorite celebrities or you want to blast them, please feel free to hit my DM on Instagram via UNWINEWITHTASHAK or Wine is the New Tea. Or you can send me an email via UNWINEWITHTASHAK@gmail.com, and I will personally get back with you if the story checks out. If you want to advertise on my platform, please feel free to send me an email to TashaKBusiness@gmail.com. That is a completely different email, and my ad manager will get right back with you to discuss your advertising needs. If you want to be a part of Happy Hour, which means we answer your personal questions on the channel, please feel free to send me an email via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. And hell, if you didn't like this video, you can still subscribe anyway, just so you can cuss my drunk ass out. Not that I would really give a damn anyway. Now I got to go, okay? Bye.